Agenda, they're back in the back. And we got Mayor Stevens Point here joining us again. Say a few words. Thank you for coming.
Did you bring your beer?
I did,
Okay.
but I just ran out right before you asked. I was giving them to everybody else. Sorry.
I've had that out here once.
However, I can tell you that the brewery will be doing tours today. It's going to be awesome. So thank you once again for choosing Stevens Point to hold your annual conference. I'm always happy to be here to give you a little welcome and do a little shopping next door. Thanks, Tony, for inviting me. And again, I hope you have a successful conference. We were talking about our goose problem down at the riverfront. We have people complaining about the Canadian geese and the big piles of crap that they leave all over our riverfront and the park area. So we thought about putting a bounty on this weekend to give you guys something to do. So if you want to go down there this afternoon, stick as many geese as you can. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, don't let it get out on social media, right? But again, thank you. I know you've got a pretty busy day, but if you do have some time, we have a wonderful downtown, plenty of unique shopping. We have some great restaurants. I know they have a really good restaurant here, but if you're interested in other options, we have all sorts of options. And as I mentioned, we have the Point Brewery, which we'll be doing tours all day today and tomorrow. Just out east a little bit further, we've got Central Waters. They do tours as well. And a little bit south of us, in Clover, they have Oso. And if beer isn't your thing, they also have Great Northern Distilling, which has a little bit of the hard stuff. And wine, we've got a winery downtown. All sorts of baked goods, so if you need breakfast on your way out of town tomorrow, stop downtown, Emmy J's, Coffee Studio. Coffee Studio is run by an Isaac Walton League member, John Dolan. So if you're looking to support like-minded individuals, the Coffee Studio is the place to go. And if you're really interested, tonight, one of our local theater groups is doing a Singing in the Rain Junior program. It's at Century Theater. I think it starts about 7 o'clock, so maybe you guys are a little bit busy. But anyway, thank you. If there's anything I can do to make your stay here a little bit better,
It's been in that neighborhood for the last, I think, at least 5 years. So we're doing okay on membership. We could stand to grow. I think we're creeping down just slightly. The membership guys would be able to give a better detail on that. Financially, we're doing fine. We've been in the last, say, 3-4 years in the 60 to 65,000 of, and inching up slowly over the past few years of total assets, I guess, not including tools and things like that. That's just financial. As far as the WTA board, I'm very happy with all the board members. I mean, these guys are doing a great job, and I think you guys should be really happy with the representation we get up here. All the board members. We got a really good group that really pitches in. So I just really like to let you know how happy I am with these guys. And I guess issues and changes for 2018. Back in the spring, around the spring hearing time, we, as a board, voted to support 2 CWD resolutions that were introduced in the spring hearings. We just felt that those resolutions were really in the best interest of all hunters in Wisconsin and really in the best interest of the deer herd for the long term, so we supported those. Basically, it was just a show of support and added our names to some of the things that were circulating. We had a lot of exposure at some of the different events throughout the state. We had WTA tables at the Wisconsin Bow Hunters Convention, the Pope and Young, Deer and Turkey Expo again. Some of our members at the Driftless Silent Sports Expo in La Crosse. And I think we're going to be at some of those same events this year again, so that's good for exposure. And we'll be at the Backcountry Hunters and Anglers State Rendezvous this year, among some of those other ones. So it's nice to get our names out there as much as possible. As far as the scholarships, a couple of years ago we got approval to go from our traditional 3 scholarships per year to up to a maximum of 5. The first year, correct me if I'm wrong, Brian, we only had 3.
I think the first year we did it, we had 1.
We had 1, yeah. So the first year we had approval for 5. We only got 1 good applicant in. So this year we went back down to 3. We got 3 really good applicants. Brian did some great work on that. So we gave 3 out this year. We'll probably keep the ceiling at 5, but we'll most likely, I'm thinking, give out 3 again this year. But we'll determine that depending on our financial well-being. The DNR contacted us, which was really nice to see. The DNR is doing a wildlife management plan, and they contacted us. They reached out to a lot of the state's conservation groups, looking for input on their wildlife management plan and different planning going forward. And it's nice to see that they contacted us for that, to come and have a seat at the table and give our input. The meeting was in Madison, and the first meeting was in Madison, and I could not make it. Mike Tice, our vice president, made it for us and represented us there. So I think that's nice to be invited to a gathering like this, and shows to our visibility and growing recognition throughout the state, which is a good thing. And then this year we have a Facebook page, finally. We've been talking about this for a couple of years now, but we're finally on Facebook. Thanks a lot to Doug Curler for his efforts on that. Appreciate that very much. And for those of you who are on Facebook, please like and share the WTA Facebook stuff on there and spread the word. So, and now as we're moving into 2019, we're looking for other ways to get with the times and reach more of these millennials and more of these younger hunters and get them involved with the WTA. So that's the President's report.
And here's some of the games.
Yep. So this is like spending a whole 10. Hey, you gotta ask permission first before you start.
Hey, you didn't go by it yet. Smile, picture time. You're on call. The games and the vendors that are available for anyone who's at the WTA Banquet. And here's a new vendor with 3D targets, Kirsch. That showed up. White-tailed arrows by Andy.
Well, she's always had
that first bow and it hasn't been cleaned yet? You might be interested in that, huh? It's over there on the table. So come on over and claim it. You can talk to Gary there. The other prize that hasn't been claimed program, it does say youth giveaway, so we're not actually auctioning off the children. We're giving them something. The kids are all getting a headlamp and a flashlight, so they can use these when they're out there with you guys.
Here we go. Let her in.
Alright, did we get all the kids? So you can see where you're going. We found it up at the compass, so you guys know where you're going. Last year you got a journal so you can tell us where you went. I'm going to ask a question of the audience. How many of you have a tool in your pocket right now? Whether it be a knife, a leatherman, or anything like that?
We could add that one from that moose, we would have a super boner award.
I can send you one.
But anyway, you know, Greg and Bruce, they've been taking most of these boner awards, but they're not on it this year, but they did do some boners. But anyway, I was sitting home in October, and I get this phone call. Hey George, I'll bleep out the name. I'm up here in Boulder Junction, and where's the hunt this year because there's nobody here? I said, well, you should have been there last week. It was a week ago. So Bob Daigle, when you come up Bob is a long-time friend of mine, so he deserves it.